Welcome to the Songwriter Connection, the podcast that delves deep into the art and heart of songwriting. Each week, we gather around the dining room table to uncover the stories behind the songs. We invite you to join us on a journey through the creative minds of the songwriters who shape the melodies of our lives. From Nashville, Tennessee, here's your host, Dave Lenahan.
Well, we're just weeks away from Christmas. Yay! I've got a very special guest with me, and this is a return visit for Shantell Ogden. We had joined, it was episode 70, I checked, it was 71. So, yeah, and now we're like 236, I think.
Wow.
There.
Congratulations on so many listens and streams and
yes. Now,
seasons. I mean, I guess it's one continuous.
Yeah.
We don't take seasonal breaks.
Not anymore. I just been doing every Wednesday religiously at 2 o'clock in the morning Central Time. So it gets out all over the world, you know.
There you go.
And we're pretty darn close to 3 million. And by now, we're over that. I'm sure by now.
Wow.
We are, so
That's amazing.
good to have you back.
Good to see you.
And we've
yeah,
got so
good to be
much
back.
to talk about, don't we?
Oh, yeah. I think
Absolutely.
this is it's exciting times.
It really is exciting time for you, right? And I think that you're just scratching the surface in what's going to be an amazing new career for you. Shantell, on the last show, we were talking a lot about your music, great songwriter, award-winning songwriter, but also your so-sync and all the success you've had in putting songs in movies, and a lot of your own songs, too. Was there something like 30 songs since 2011?
So it's actually more than that. I've collaborated on 30 movies since 2011. So,
wow.
Most of the placements I get now are for my clients.
Yeah.
So, it started out with just some placements for me, and then I started getting placements for friends, and now I have kind of a curated catalog of about maybe 300 or so songs that I've selected, and artists from all over the globe, and the last film I worked on, I think I got 12
songs.
12 songs. Yeah.
Wow.
A couple that I had co-written, but again, mostly for my clients.
I just love that for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been fun to help other people get their first placements too, you know, in film and TV, because that's not an easy thing to do for songwriters.
It's not.
So,
but a lot of people are pursuing sync today because
I think
it
so.
pays.
It does. Yeah. And I think it'll be interesting to see what AI does to that portion of it. So
kind of scary to
we'll
think about.
See. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think there's some interesting things ahead for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, this has been the weirdest year for me. In February, I lost my mother, and I was on an airplane coming back from San Diego. And when I arrived, checked the phone, and I've got a message from Shantell. And that was kind of late at night, so I thought, I'll call her in the morning. Mm-hmm. We had to reschedule our last podcast. And I thought, well, she's getting back to me to schedule it. And I need to do that because, I just love her and I want to see what she's up to. And so I call you in the morning and you're like, I don't know if you know this about me, but I've been writing a movie. That's great. I mean, going from writing 3-4 minute songs, to writing a whole movie, which has got to be different, right?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I think, you have to, I'm getting better at it now that I'm working on my next
more?
scripts. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. But at first it was really hard for me to sort of think about the complexities of the characters and not try to present them in the fastest and most poignant way possible, and instead let their narrative build over time.
Gotcha.
So, because when you're writing about people in songs, you sort of have to give them like a one sentence, intro if they get that, right?
If they get that, yeah.
And it's like, great example. I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, right?
Yeah.
That iconic song,
Tim McGraw,
that iconic song. You learn a lot about that character in the first couple of lines, right? And with character building and screenwriting, you have to sort of let a character become known to your audience as if they're almost getting to know you in real life. And so you have to introduce them, and it's okay to have sort of an archetype, but you need to build the complexity around those archetypes and around their characters so they can evolve throughout the script. And we want to see characters struggle and redeem themselves and grow and develop. Just as humans, we want to see that. And every movie that has ever been made has some kind of a character journey, and not just sort of like, well, this is a bad character, this is a good character, but an evolution of sorts. So that's the biggest challenge from going from songwriting to screenwriting.
It's a whole new challenge and a whole different skill set, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Well, I would say it's a related skill set. I don't know. I used to think about, it's kind of a different medium. I've always been a writer.
Yeah.
I wrote poems. I wrote little short stories growing up. Then I started writing songs. If you're a storyteller, it's just like, I think it's the difference for me between using acrylic paints or maybe ink drawing.
Gotcha.
It's just a different medium.
That really
right?
makes sense. It
so,
really does.
And there's different rules when you work in those different mediums.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, all of this to say, there's a movie out there, and maybe you have seen it by now because it's streaming everywhere.
The movie launched to streaming on November 25th.
Okay.
And it's available on a lot of different platforms, the main one being Amazon.
Oh, great. Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
So that's, if you haven't seen it yet, you can go out and check it out on Amazon.
And let me tell you, you'll want to see it. It is really a good movie.
But you didn't finish the story that you started about
I
me
didn't.
calling you.
Well, I didn't want it to be about me. But so I thought you wanted to reschedule the podcast, which I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then there was an outside thought thinking, maybe share one of my songs that thought it'd be good for a movie. So I texted her in the morning, and immediately you called and you started telling me about writing this film. And I'm like, wow, that's really good. And you said, oh, by the way, I think I might have a part for you. Would you be interested? And I'm like, wow, seriously? And it's such a stretch for me to play a songwriter. But you had me read, and we sent it to the director. And a couple days later, you said, yeah, you're in if you want it. Now I'm Tom Martin, and who's a lot like me, except for Tom's got Grammys and #1 hits. And I don't have a Grammy, because if I did, it'd be sitting there right next to that lava lamp right there.
That's right. Wouldn't we all if we had a Grammy? No, so I think,
fun.
I think, and for me, I wanted to, I've lived in Nashville for 20 years, and there are certain, I guess we'll say, groups of people here, if you're in the songwriting community. There's sort of the young up-and-comers who are just moving to town. There's those of us who have been here for a while. And then there's the people that moved here like in the 1980s.
Yeah.
And like the Jan Buckinghams of the world, and Wood Newton and people like that who have literally, they came here and they've been here for decades.
Yeah.
Well, in this movie, and one of the things that I wanted to sort of show about Nashville that is authentically Nashville is sort of this different camps in the songwriting world. The older, more experienced hit songwriter sort of cheering for the younger coming to town, or somebody like our protagonist in the story. She's been here for 15 years, but yet hasn't had the big success yet.
Yeah.
And I think that sense of community in the movie is important.
I do too.
And so when I was thinking about like who could play, a songwriter that's more on the life experience, had been around, had that wisdom to sort of share with a younger songwriter, I thought, I think Dave could do this. And then we had you read for the part, and we all agreed that you would be a great match for this. So, and I think too, you mentioned that you've done some acting and you were in radio, and I think what's neat about it is you're playing yourself in a way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's not hard to play something that you already are, because you already are a songwriter. And
it was so much fun.
So, yeah.
I can't thank you enough. That was a whole new experience for me. And to see behind the scenes how a film was made and to be a part of it, it's just crazy. People ask me, I go, it's like, well, here's what it's like. You get up early in the morning, you go, and you know, wardrobe, and then there's makeup, and then there's waiting around for a couple of hours before you get the lighting right?
The lighting, the sets, the other scenes done,
Exactly
because we do scenes in different sequences every day. And and there is a lot of
there's a lingo.
sort of waiting. Yeah.
I had to learn the lingo.
Yeah, there's a totally different it's a different world, but a very cool kind of community as well.
You know, everybody was so amazing. Everybody, the whole crew, everybody, Logan, Hope, everybody was just so amazing and helped me along, because I'd not even done this before, but they were so great. And you know what, the other thing too, I have to congratulate you on. This is an amazing script. It really is an amazing script. And you stayed so true to the business here and gave people a peek of what it's like here in Music City. And it was just, I was just so engrossed in the film when we saw it. I cringed when I see myself on the big screen. But other than that, I thought it was fantastic from beginning to end. It has a great twist to it, and it has this thread of faith right straight through it. Even what mistletoe means to the lady in that film, you know.
Yeah.
Just absolutely amazing script. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
I have a little, just a little clip. All right, this is, roll the clip.
I've been chasing this dream for forever. This Christmas, I was finally going to be able to tell my parents that one of my songs was going to be a single on the radio. Hi, I'm Chloe. Would you like to hear a song? She was adorable. And her dad, I felt a little bit of a spark.
The muckety mucks from corporate. As if any of them would be able to recognize a hit country song if it bit them in the rear.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's Christopher Cullen, who's an amazing actress.
She is, yeah. She's, so when thinking about casting that particular role, I wanted sort of a Dolly Parton-esque kind of spunk and attitude. And when I was looking at the different actresses that came across my screen for that particular role, I just really felt like she was it. You know, she was there were some roles that were a little harder to pick and to make the choice on. Okay. But she was one that it was like, absolutely, that is Sherry. Yeah. And she just played that role so beautifully.
She really did.
And there's a grit there, but there's also a softness and a true like heart for music and her songwriters. And we all kind of joked that she's probably the kind of person that will, you know, die at her desk trying to get that next song cut for one of her writers.
Yeah, absolutely. And her accent in that was just fantastic.
She's great. She spent 20 years on soap operas and has been in countless Broadway
did
and
Fiddler
countless TV shows, and is still very active and working a lot in the microdrama phenomenon in LA right now. So she's a phenomenal actress and a very sweet person as well.
But can I say the person that stole the show, in my humble opinion, was Miel. The little girl is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Where did you find? She just is amazing.
She again was somebody that auditioned for the role, and I think that, you know, again, it was just a good pick. It was a really good pick for the role, and she has a lot of natural charisma. Has not acted very long. Really?
That surprises me.
I think she'd only been acting about 6 months when she starred in our movie. But it's so much a part of her personality, and she's such a natural performer, and she's so believable.
She really is.
That it's as if she's been acting, forever. And she's only around 7.
7, 8 years old. There's one scene in there, I don't want to give it away, but there's one scene in there where she just I remember we were all watching through the monitors and things, watching her performance, and our jaws are dropping. It's like, oh my, she's so believable and so talented. I don't think it will be her last.
No, definitely not. She'll be one of those people that will look back and go, hey, we knew her when she was just starting. Yeah.
Then I have to say one more thing. Rachel, who plays the bad gal.
Yeah.
She was an amazing actress and person. And after the film, Patty and I walking up, we go, wow, we just hated you in this film. And that's good.
Yeah.
You know,
she is phenomenal. So I met Rachel, actually. She's the one I've known the longest. I did some work with her, November 20, I guess it was October 2024. And I just really liked the way she showed up as a person. And
me too.
So when I was looking at that particular role, it was like, I really think that this is something that Rachel could do. And she's such a great actress. And so is Sarah completely. Sarah is amazing. Yeah.
Sarah is incredible.
But they're both, they both went to NYU and they both have formal acting training.
Did they know each other in school?
No.
No? Huh.
But they both have formal acting training, and they can play such a wide range of characters. And I think that that's one of the things that when you look at great actors, they can play a wide range of characters and be believable at everything. And she could be a lead in a rom-com and be believable as much as she could be sort of the nemesis and be believable. Yeah. So, she's fantastic.
And Sarah's incredible. Sarah Priebus is she's the main role, the songwriter. And she's just incredible. I've been following her on the socials, and she's been getting a lot more acting gigs, and things are happening for her.
Yeah, she was a great, again, I just feel very, very grateful that I was able to bring her into the project, because she has been acting for 20 years.
Really?
And she went to New York as an 18-year-old, and she's been acting for 20 years. Wow. And this was the first time she's ever been cast as a lead.
No kidding.
And that was something that I feel like sort of made this movie special, is because she understands firsthand what it's like to be an artist who's struggling and trying to make it in an industry. And that who better to play a songwriter who's struggling to hold on to her dream and make it in the music industry than someone who's had a very similar experience in acting. But Sarah is phenomenal, and grateful to say that we've been friends, we've become friends, and I can't wait to work with her again at some point.
She's really amazing.
She is.
Big fan. Now, you put a lot of your music in this movie, and why not?
Right. So, so I think, if you're going to write a script, at least my thinking was, okay, I'm writing this story, and it's a lot based on my own experiences here in Nashville as a songwriter. And I am a songwriter, and of course I should use music that I've written in this film, and written with some wonderful, writers and co-writers. So that's what I did. And, that's something that I think, again, really reflects the community here. So it's, there's a lot of friends that I've worked with on songs for this, and some songs I performed and other songs other people performed. And, I think it makes the movie so much better that it has strong original music. And a lot of it most of it isn't country. It's a lot of pop music and singer-songwriter type stuff. So I think my hope is that people will love the music, and then they'll go to the website. The only place it's available is on the website. And the reason for that is because I want to give as much back to the artists and songwriters as I can. So if we sell it directly on the website, then that becomes possible.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
And that's musiccitymistletoe.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I was on that today. It looks great.
Yeah.
You got the trailers in there and everything.
Yeah.
So, well, let's hear one of these songs. This is the title track. And this was written by, and I didn't realize until the premiere that my friend Bill White and Victoria Vernier
Yeah.
wrote this with you.
They did, and what was so funny is I was writing with Bill White and Steve Dean one day.
Love them both.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And I was telling them about the movie, and I said, yeah, it's called Music City Mistletoe. And Bill looked at me and he said, have you written the title track for that yet? And I said, no. And he said, well, you ought to. And so a few weeks later, I called him and I said, why don't I've never written with Victoria. Let's pull her in because I really
great.
like her.
She is wonderful.
And I think she's got fantastic melodic sense. And we just got in the room together and wrote the title track. And I hope people love it. Yeah.
Well, I do. We're going to stream right off of your Spotify page, okay?
Okay.
And give everybody a listen of Music City Mistletoe on the Songwriter Connection podcast. This one is a little country.
This one is, yeah.
What's Santa Claus without a sleigh or his signature ho ho ho? What's December without holiday music jingling on the radio? What's Christmas Eve without you and me holding each other close? It wouldn't be the same in any other place than under Music City Mistletoe. Mistletoe, ho, 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 gives us a reason to meet up in the kissing zone. 'Tis the season, kiss me once or twice and keep on repeating. Don't you let me go, no, no, no. What's Opryland without the lights and a country music Christmas show? Or a carriage ride late at night with or without the snow? Singing Silent Night in the neon lights, holding each other close. It wouldn't be the same in any other place than under Music City Mistletoe. Mistletoe, ho, 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 gives us a reason to meet up in the kissing zone. 'Tis the season, kiss me once or twice and keep on repeating. Don't you let me go, no, no, no. Mistletoe, ho, 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 gives us a reason to meet up in the kissing zone. 'Tis the season, kiss me once or twice and keep on repeating. So come on, baby, let's go. It wouldn't be the same any other place than under Music City Mistletoe. It wouldn't be the same any other place than under Music City Mistletoe. Mistletoe.
There you go. And that is Shantell singing this song, title track of the movie, written with Victoria Vernier and my good friend Bill White. Bill White and I worked together in radio years ago.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, he.
Well, I know he was a DJ.
Yeah.
But
for
did
years.
you work at the same station?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That I did not know.
A couple of times, B105 in Cincinnati, and he's in the Country Music DJ Hall of Fame.
He is.
Yeah,
He is.
Amazing guy and a great songwriter, just a great person. Yep.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So, here's the question I had for you. You had these songs. Was it finding a place to put them in the script, or did you write specifically a scene to that song? What came first, right? The chicken or the egg?
I mean, you don't write to songs.
Mm-hmm.
You write the script, and then you find the songs that support the emotion that you want in that particular scene. Mm-hmm. So that's how it went. And some of these songs, I wrote, obviously, Music City Mistletoe, I wrote for this movie. Mm-hmm. There were a couple other songs that I had written with this movie in mind.
Yeah.
But there was I mean, at least one of those songs, there was no place for it in it. It just, so some of them made it into the movie. Some of them didn't. Some were songs that have been sitting on the shelf waiting for a movie to come along that they fit with. And this happened to be one. So,
Cool.
So that's kind of how that all worked. And all you do really, is you play when you get to the editing post-production stage, you kind of try different songs behind a scene to see what makes the most sense and what has the most match of energy and what you're trying to evoke in terms of emotion.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of how you pick, like, okay, well, we need the up-tempo energy here. So what up-tempo options do we have? And okay, out of these, like, this particular song is the very best one,
Gotcha. Wow. So are you in the editing room doing that, compiling that, or just watching scenes? And
So as the writer, but I'm also the executive producer of the movie, which means I raised the funding for the movie and hired the production company. And so as part of the editing process, they presented to me a rough cut of the film for feedback. And we talked about it, and we did kind of I would just call it like a music session where we watched it together. The editor, director, and I watched it together, and we just, kind of talked about the different options, and I made the call on which song I liked for the scenes.
Very good. So I want to take a break, but there's a lot more songs from this great movie, Music City Mistletoe. Shantell Ogden is my guest. She's the writer and the executive producer of this great film. Don't go away.
You're listening to the Songwriter Connection with Dave Linehan. Find us on Facebook and YouTube at the Songwriter Connection Podcast. And find Dave at thedaveconnection.com. Now back to the show with your host, Dave Linehan.
Hey, as always, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the click and the subscribe and the like button. That's what I was trying to think of. Please, because that helps us, and we're really building an audience on YouTube as well. Even though we're not a video podcast, because I'm a radio guy. My friend Bill White wrote the song about having a radio face. Well, there we go.
Oh, that's not true at all. And for people who see the movie, they'll see Dave's face, and I think you'd be just fine with a video podcast.
Well, God bless you.
I do.
That's why I love you. I just really do. Yeah. I always hated to hear my voice played back. Always, and I still can't stand to hear me sing.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the way it is. I think creative people are like that. Now, I didn't know how I'd feel about seeing myself on screen, but I thought. And
you also performed. I mean, you perform in the movie as well.
I got to sing one of your songs.
You did,
so cool.
Yeah. So that was another fun part of the movie. Is I was able to, as we pretended that you had your Grammys, I was able to pretend that one of my songs was one of those songs.
Big number one song.
Yeah, big number one.
What was the guy's name? I can't remember. Keith
Kessler.
Keith Kessler. How can I forget?
How could we forget
He's
Keith?
Hall of Famer, right?
That's right. Good old Keith Kessler. Yep. There probably is someone out there named Keith Kessler, but this was a make believe artist named Keith Kessler.
And I wrote his big hit. So
one of your many.
And exciting behind the scene things. We didn't really do that song live. I mean, I had to go to a studio, and that was the first time I met Sarah, because you had Sarah and I both into a recording studio. They had the tracks, and we just sang to them. And then we went to. I just love that you filmed that at the Commodore, because I play there all the time.
Yeah. And that was a very strategic choice, because there are certain venues in town that are harder to get into to play than others. And the Commodore is one of the few venues, I believe, in Nashville that have music every single night.
Yes, they do.
Of the week. And they also have this sense of community in the sense that a lot of people, I mean, that's the first songwriter round they play. That's the first open mic they play. And And then, they've got wonderful writers that are hit writers that play there too. And so in my mind, it's kind of one of the few melting pots of musical Nashville. And they were, I really have to give a shout out to Marcus Roberts and the hotel there. Because it's the Holiday Inn Vanderbilt is where the Commodore is, but they provided accommodation for our actors, but they also allowed us to film at the Commodore. And that was, it was such an amazing thing to shine a light on that venue. And when people come to Nashville, they can go to the real venue, and really visit it. Yeah. And there'll be music there every night of the week.
I was the guy on the left. And I tried every time I play there. Since I try to get that same.
I love that. I love that
because it's a luck thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like, when you have a base hit in baseball, you don't change your socks.
That's
right.
That's right.
But it was so much fun. It was really, really a blast. Well, let's get back to some more of this music. Countdown to Christmas is on. This is publishing the 10th of December. So we, do the math. So tell me about Countdown to Christmas.
So Countdown to Christmas, Bill DeLuigi and I wrote that song several years ago. And it has actually been in, I believe this is the third Christmas movie it's been in.
Really?
It was in a movie called Shoelaces for Christmas. And then it was in a movie called Writing Around the Christmas Tree about an author who had writer's block. Oh. And that was a Lifetime movie. And so in this particular movie, it is the backdrop of the talent show. Oh, yeah. And we see some very talented dancers doing some dancing to this particular song.
Yeah. And the great acting of Miel.
Right? Yeah, and the great acting of Miel. Absolutely.
All right, let's play it. This is a Countdown to Christmas from the movie.
Roll out that tinsel, hang up the mistletoe. Whoa, it's time to start the show. You feel it everywhere. It's like there's love to spare. That once a year magic's in the air. Starting at the top of our shopping list, crossing off wish by wish, from 8 to 80, we're all just kids. We can't wait till the 25th. It's time now for the countdown to Christmas. Red bows on evergreens, white lights on every street. Everybody rocking to the jingle bell beat. Starting at the top of our shopping list, crossing off the names, wish by wish, from 8 to 80, we're all just kids. We can't wait till the 25th. It's time now for the countdown to Christmas. When November turns the page, makes you want to speed up the days, so you can unwrap all of your gifts, checking them off wish by wish. From 8 to 80, we're all just kids. We can't wait till the 25th. It's time now for the countdown to Christmas. Right now it's the countdown to Christmas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the countdown is on, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. We're just days away.
Days away. Now, where did that appear in the movie?
So that was at a scene that we shot in Hohenwald, Tennessee.
Hohenwald.
And we really have to give a lot of gratitude to Mayor McKnight.
He is such a cool guy. I got to meet him and his lovely wife, Dottie.
Yeah, his wife and Dolly.
Dolly,
actually.
I'm sorry. I knew I
and
Miss Dottie has got me. Okay.
Yeah, also Helen, who is the town manager. And, the mayor loves Christmas, has always wanted to have a Christmas movie filmed there. And so when I called him, I think it was in February or something of this year, and I said, well, I hear you want to shoot a Christmas movie there, and we've got one for you. And he was so great, and they did a beautiful job at the scene that they did for us at the park with their gazebo and their Christmas tree. And then, they decorated things not during Christmas time for us for this film. So, because we didn't shoot during Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And then we used their, one of their schools for the talent show scene. And this song was from that scene.
It's a really neat town.
It is, yeah. And they have
show it off
such,
so nicely.
Yeah, and they have such Christmas spirit there. I mean, they're just they really roll out the red carpet for Christmas every year, and so it was fun to be able to interact with them and see. There's a lot of townspeople in the crowd, and
so
and
there's even a songwriter we know in there.
There are.
Christmas Corey, as we called him.
Yep. Christmas Corey is a busker in the movie. And he and I, again, we collaborated on a couple songs for this film as well. Right. And, but yeah, he plays a busker, and you don't really see a lot of him, but he's standing outside by the gazebo.
I noticed it was.
Yeah.
He's got about 1 million Christmas songs out there.
Yeah, he does.
On all kinds of movies that you watch.
Yeah.
It's probably a Christmas Corey. Corey Lee Barker is his name.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So it was so cool. Yeah, that was that must have been a fun couple of days shooting there, huh?
It was actually one long day. One very long day. And we shot, all the indoor scenes first, and then we shot the outdoor scenes because they were really evening scenes. So,
Mayor McKnight's telling me he writes songs too and plays a little guitar.
Who does?
The mayor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mayor McKnight. I did not know that.
You see, you ought to come by City Hall and visit me. I said, well, if I bring a guitar, can we jam? He said, sure.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. One of these days.
You'll have to make it happen.
He and Dolly, wonderful person.
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
Yeah, they are. This is actually also a scene in Hohenwald. They have what's called the People's Trolley. They decorated up the trolley. And after the performance, our lead characters are... lead character Chloe and her love interest Devin go for a trolley ride through the town, and this is the song that's playing in the background.
Oh, that's just awesome. Well, let's give it a listen here on the Songwriter Connection with Shantell Ogden, the writer and executive producer of this amazing Christmas movie.
Old-time sleigh rides and snowball fights. There's laughter in the neighborhood. The winter cold nips at my nose, but oh, it feels so good. Well, it takes all year to get us here, but now the waiting's through. It's Christmas and you. Don't need a gift from Santa's list if I've got your hand to hold. On Christmas Eve, we'll light the tree and we won't waste the mistletoe. Well, it takes all year to get us here, but now the waiting's through. It's Christmas and you. Well, it takes all year to get us here, but now the waiting's through. It's Christmas and like you wrapped up in a big red bow. You're the best gift I ever got. I want you to know it's true. Christmas and you. Oh, 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 baby, I do love Christmas and you.
Another great song from this movie.
Yeah, that one was performed by my co-writer on that song, Geraldine Sawyer. And Geraldine has a great voice, and I said, "Why don't you sing this one? I think you'd be a great fit." So that's a song again, probably written 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And just was waiting for the right scene in the right movie. And it really fits well into this particular
It's fantastic.
sequence. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So, what's next? You want to talk about? I mean, you're going to write more, and there's going to be more.
I am writing more. And I think again, just when I'm getting better at it, which one would hope, right?
You're pretty darn good on this one.
That we do better the second time than we did the first. I mean, I went through a lot of edits, and I had a really good script advisor for the Music City Mistletoe. Christine Conrad's her name, and she's done a bunch of Hallmark Christmas movies, and she really pushed me to improve the script, and that was really helpful because, I'd never written a script before, and I needed someone to say, well, this is okay, but what do you think? You may want to think about making this a little more conflict, or you may want to think about raising the stakes here, or you may want to think about coming up with something a little bit different here that might be more unique. And those were, she didn't tell me how to fix it. She told me where it needed to be looked at.
Kind of like getting a song critique, right?
Yeah. And so that was really, really helpful to me. And, I mean, I just this morning I was writing and working on a script. This will be a different kind of movie. And then I've got another one that I'm working on, and I've got some short form content that's more for the web series type stuff. And so
that's really popular today.
Yeah, it is really popular. But I think the best place, if people want to follow kind of what I'm doing as now a filmmaker, they can go to storycereal.com. Good. And it's just spelled exactly like the cereal you eat.
Is it really? Okay.
So storycereal.com, and under productions, I have like all the films that I'm working on.
We'll go there.
Yeah.
And you have an amazing webpage yourself.
Oh, thank you.
On that
thank
today.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Everything looks great.
I am very blessed. I work with the same publicist that you do.
I love Jill. Hi, Jill.
She's fantastic, and has really helped me get out the word about the song and the movie. And I just hope people love it. I hope people watch it and share it, and I hope it brings some happiness into their hearts and their homes this year.
It's one they're going to want to see again, because I know I can't wait to see it, and because I just love the story. I was so engrossed in this story, and I promise you'll want to watch it every Christmas year.
And
maybe not just for Christmas.
I hope so. I hope that a lot of people feel that way. And I think for me, I just really wanted to share an authentic experience, an authentic look into the music industry. And I think one of the things that makes Chloe relatable as a character is we all have things that we fight for, and dreams that we pursue, and things that matter to us, and things that are hard. And I think she will be someone that resonates with people because she's very human, and she also is someone that you want to see succeed. And
talking about authenticity, I mean, it really gives you a behind the scenes look at what goes on in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's very true to, I mean, from the very first scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Got me.
Yeah. The funniest part for me when we did the premiere in October, a lot of, of course, a lot of friends and people involved in the movie were there. And of course, a lot of the co-writers that had written songs with me for the movie were there. And the funniest thing was to hear them react when there were comments made like, oh, well, that's a hobby, but you can't really make a living in the music. And that you could hear all the songwriters in the room just snickering, and it was like, so, I think that it's important for people to have an understanding that's accurate.
Yeah.
Because that whole label system of how it used to be and all the money you could make, it's very different now.
Yes, it is.
And streaming changed it. And I think AI will change it even more. And I think that it was important for me to actually share something that was real,
Yeah. Brooks's character in the movie, the love interest. Yeah, I hated him right from that first line. Oh my god! But then you develop that character, and pretty soon you just love the guy.
Yeah, and I think it's a good reminder for me, even in Rachel's character, who kind of plays more of a villain type role.
Yes. And so well she plays it.
Yeah, we're none of us are all one-sided, right? We all have different edges and different soft spots. And I think with Brooks, what you see in him is, kind of a little bit of a hard-edged businessman, but then you see this relationship he has with his daughter that's very sweet.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you see him sort of becoming more about keeping a dream alive and I guess looking at the world a little differently as he gets to know Chloe and what she's fighting for.
Right.
So.
Yep. It's a great story.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're going to love Music City Mistletoe. Put it on your Christmas wish list. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, please do. So
you can, I should mention this. You can actually, for those of you who want a DVD of the movie, you can buy that on Amazon, but then you can also buy on Apple TV if you want a digital copy of it to download and
on Apple TV.
And, on Apple TV.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
So some people still like the DVDs and the physical copy to have, but for those of you who want a digital copy, there's that available as well.
Amazing. Well, I want to play one last song from the movie.
Okay.
This is Holiday in Your Heart.
Yeah, so this was actually a single of mine a few years ago for Christmas. And in the movie, it takes on a new life form because it becomes the song that Miel, who plays Amberly.
Amberly. I love that name.
Yeah,
by the way.
so she plays Amberly in the movie. Devin is her father. Chloe's love interest is the father, and it's Devin's daughter Amberly, and she aspires to be a songwriter and a singer, and she chooses to perform this particular song in the film.
Awesome. Well, let's play it. Let's people listen. Okay, this is Holiday in Your Heart.
December 25th is circled all year long. It's more than decorating trees and decking halls. We step a little lighter, smile a little brighter. You can't hide what's inside when you have a little holiday in your heart. It'll give the season a good head start. Who cares if there's a chill in the air? There's warm feelings everywhere. Mix and mingle, singing under Christmas stars. Jingle, jingle, have a little holiday in your heart. It's when strangers say hello to break the ice. And we're open to the mistletoe's advice. That's nice. There's way more giving and even more kissing. Everybody knows that's how it goes when you have a little holiday in your heart. It'll give the season a good head start. Who cares if there's a chill in the air? There's warm feelings everywhere. Mix and mingle, singing under Christmas stars. Jingle, jingle, have a little holiday in your heart. Happy holidays. Here's to many more. From my heart to yours. When you have a little holiday in your heart, it'll give the season a good head start. Who cares if there's a chill in the air? There's warm feelings everywhere. Mix and mingle, singing under Christmas stars. Jingle, jingle, have a little holiday in your heart. heart.
It's so good. Christmas music.
Isn't Christmas music fun?
It really is.
There's just something really warm and comfy about a Christmas song.
And if you write Christmas songs and they become hits, boy, they pay for a long time, don't they? There's always a Christmas next year, right?
We can always count on Christmas.
Yeah, we
Actually,
always
that's a good title.
Isn't
We
that
can
good?
we can always count on Christmas. We'll write that.
Let's write that. Okay, putting it in my book right now.
Okay, let's
All right.
do it.
Everybody, the film is called Music City Mistletoe, and I think you're going to love it. Where can they see it?
So the best thing to do is you can just Google Music City Mistletoe and a bunch of different platforms will pop up. Of course, it's on Amazon, as we already mentioned. But that we would love it if people would watch it, share it, and if you will rate it highly, then what that does is it helps recommend it to other people that are watching similar movies. So if you can rate it, that would really help with, just like it does with subscribers on your podcast, right?
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
moves up the algorithm and the movie gets seen by more people, hopefully, and shared by more people.
Please share it, like it, and love it.
And watch Dave Lanahan
You don't have to do that.
as Tom Martin.
It's Tom Martin. Crazy. Shantell, thank you. Can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Just love
And
you
pleasure.
so much.
Yeah,
All the best.
pleasure to be here. And again, congratulations on all your success with the podcast and
thank you.
to many, many more.
Yeah, thank you. And many, many more films for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Right on, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this intimate glimpse into the world of songwriting and found inspiration in the stories shared by our talented guests. Remember, the magic of music lies not only in the notes and chords, but in the emotions and experiences woven into every lyric. Until next time, keep listening, keep creating, and keep the melodies alive.